Yeah, bring your A game this time, cause next sound studios recording live. Top notch sound with an A1 crowd and they clapping their hands up all night. Here is where we shine, like stars that we are. Providing next sound, entertainment all night long. Hearing next sound, run that back, need it encore. Providing next sound, run that back cause they wanna see more. Here is where we shine, like stars that we are. Providing next sound, entertainment all night long. Hearing next sound, run that back, need it encore. Providing next sound, run that back cause they wanna see more.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the host of Next Sound Live, the director, Will B. Walker.
Everyone, and welcome to Next Sound Live, where each week we connect independent music artists with their fans. I'm your director, Will B. Walker, and I'll be walking you through tonight's musical journey. In the director's cut, I sit with top indie music artists and get the stories behind the lyrics of the songs performed here on Next Sound Live. Stay connected with us on social media at Next Sound Live, and if you're an independent music artist and would like to be a part of this amazing platform, submit your music links to the QR code below. Now, let's talk about tonight's featured artist. Bronx native Jay Grimes brings an original, authentic storytelling lyrical sound that bridges generations. Influenced by legends such as Tupac Shakur, Nas, Styles P, and Lloyd Banks, Jay Grimes' music speaks from itself from the heart. His mission is to be relatable, impactful, and socially aware, using his rap skills to reflect life, struggle, triumph, and change. We welcome Jay Grimes and everyone to the director's cut. Let's get to the story of the night. Welcome. What up? See him throwing the X's up, right?
Yeah.
X's in the
Got
building
brothers at
today.
the Bronx, you know what I mean? What's up, man?
Well, so glad to have you.
Thank you.
We're just going to jump right into it. Start talking about some of the songs that you performed here at Next Sound Live.
Yeah.
First switch starting with War. And that song you opened with, I Wanted War. I want to know, what were you ready to battle when you started writing that song? Who were you ready to battle?
Man, when I wrote that song, War, it was just more of like, I wanted to express like my pain. I wanted to express like that passion, that fire for me to fight for myself, defend the little me, defend the ones that can't speak, to not surrender, to never give up, to fight for peace. I was willing to go to battle for peace. I was willing to fight against my demons. I was willing to fight against people. I was willing to fight against my past experience and traumas. And that's where War came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say showing up in the streets doesn't make you real. Mm-hmm. So what does real actually look like to you?
Well, real means like being true to yourself, being true to who you are in any like circumstances and or like position, or who you around. Be who you supposed to be. Be your natural, genuine, intentful self. You don't have to play a role. You don't have to act a certain way because you're in a certain environment. If you are, for example, I'll just say it like this: like if you're a nerd, be a nerd. If you are tough, be tough. If you are an educator, be an educator. If you are fluent in English, then speak it. You don't gotta portray something that you're not. So that's what being real is to me.
Okay. And you seem to be a pretty level-headed guy. Try to not to let too many things throw you off of your rocker.
Yeah.
But how do you choose your battles? Which ones do you choose to walk away from, and then which ones do you actually have to face?
It's funny, like, in all seriousness, like I gotta choose my battles and mentally. I gotta choose my battles verbally. I gotta choose my battles spiritually, and I gotta choose my battles physically. And every last one of them, I gotta pray to God. I gotta talk to. I gotta I gotta have my shield. He's my shield. He's my armor. He's my everything. I can't. If I do it myself, I'm gonna end up catching the case. I'm gonna end up failing. I'm gonna end up being a statistic. So I gotta go to God for it. So yeah.
When's the last time you went to God and he answered fast enough so you had to handle a situation, you kind of lost your cool?
Nah, he was always there.
Oh,
I
okay.
promise you, every situation that happened to me, every battle that I faced, he protected me. So he was always on time. You know what I mean? So he gave me the necessary tools to defend myself, not go overboard, and just, again, being able to understand that everybody has life and I have to respect it. So every lesson is learned.
That spirit of discernment.
Yeah, so that's it. You know what I mean?
One of your lyrics says, from corporate to the projects. What lessons do you think transfer between those two worlds, between corporate world and the streets?
See, the streets and corporate, corporate I feel like is a little bit more vicious than the streets because it's a lot of paperwork involved. There's a lot of lawyers. It's a lot of thinking. See, in the streets, you do things out of emotions. You do things out of pain. You do things out of hurt. So I think what's worse is to do things logically, intentfully. They both have intentions, but sometimes the streets can be misunderstood. Now, even if you are like, oh, well, I know, it's still, there's a missing piece to it. But in corporate, you calculate it. Everything is like premeditated, calculated. You know why you're doing it. You're trying to eliminate. So it was just like the battles that I was fighting were from corporate to the projects, and I knew both worlds. So you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I got it from. So
How do you think the streets have helped you to prepare you in multiple different facets of life?
Well, it basically taught me how to, if anything, get yourself out of it and like pay attention to who's who. You got to know who's who. You got to categorize who's who. When you're in the street, you can't treat everybody the same, and you got to know every single individual by what they do. See, corporate, everyone has the same uniform, so now you have to pay attention to leadership. Now in the streets, you could probably pay attention to the top person, but you never know who's who if you're not paying attention.
Well said. Well said. One final question before we take it into your live performance. Which line in this song gets the most reaction in performances, and why do you think that is?
I would say for me, seeing a brolic solid gentleman with a specimen, it's talking about me, like my character. I'm a gentleman, but you see somebody who's fit, who's different, who stands out, who's unique, who when you look at me, it's like there's something different about this guy. He may dress from the Bronx. He have the accent. He may move, but it's something about him. When you look at him, you look at Jay, you look in his eyes, and you like, he's different. So it's like, who is he? So that's what makes it interesting.
We're about to find a little bit about that other side of you right now as we take it to your live performance of War. Here's Jay Grind with War. Next Sound Live. We'll be back.
I wanted war, nothing civil. I wanted war, nothing civil. Beware for those who oppose friendly, they suppose change when occasion arose. Never hurt anyone close, not under my nose, stayed on my toes. Taught the big game to the plot was hot, they froze. I see you ran on your man, acting something you not. Seeing through the crack, integrity you lack. Gritting you in attack, though we was homies, had to take a step back, realize they eyes deceive. People persona, personates personification for a survival cause. Hate or love, give a round of applause. Everything you write it, document the fight and bring it back when no one was biting. Freestyling, you could be in the street, don't mean you're real. Get that, normally quarters going, son, you wildin', wanted war. Too many press conferences without the event, too many wanted to show. You imagine beating me, defeating me, without lifting the thing. The fuel, the door means war. I told you. I wanted war, nothing civil. I wanted war, nothing civil. Yeah. Seeing and a brolic, solid gentleman with a specimen who can go savage. Full of weakness, wanna fit me in a box. I'm above average, meet me in the square. Go all out, go in, I don't care. I don't pay no mind to which things change when the gun range. Yeah, I bleed as you bleed. That's the death stare. What's up for sorrow? My silence and physically. Cowards love like a quarter different size. The silhouette never decays. It doesn't change its ways. Grandma said through the generations of what it will be like in the last days. Visual, spiritual warfare. It's beyond physical, hard to resist. Using my fists, it could assist. Reality checks with dummy prospects from corporate projects. Going down the list, can't save everyone. People wanna stay broke. Nothing you can fix. Slip the jab, don't take the hits. From the Bronx, where the word war means whoever it is, the strong survive. It's terrible, and for the one who will tremble, territory glory is what I resemble. That's the end of the story. No truce, war. I won the war, nothing civil. I won the war, nothing civil. Yeah. Civil from the Bronx, you already know. Yeah, bring your A game this time, 'cause next time students will put
Welcome back to Next Sound Live. We hope you enjoyed that last performance. Now, if you're an independent music artist and would like to be a part of this amazing platform, submit your music links to the QR code below. And follow us on social media at Next Sound Live for exclusive content. We're in the director's cut with Jay Grind, and we're going to jump right back into it and talk about the song, What?
Oh, man.
You open with In a Dark Place.
Yeah.
I want to know, what did that dark place look like when you were beginning to write that song? Where were you mentally?
I was in a bad place. I was in a real bad place when I wrote that song. I really wanted to do some gruesome things to some people. And like the whole verse was like, in a dark place, careful coming into a dark space. I know you're afraid of the dark. So it's like, I'm in a dark place. So it's like, I was just so angry. I had so much hate, so much rage. Like,
Sound like your back was against the wall. Like,
yeah, like I was just inviting somebody to just step into that dark closet so they could never walk out. You know what I mean? So I was just really not in the best place. And I was just trying to find an outlet, find a place where I can put all my anger, put all my frustrations out in a healthy way where I can at least know that it won't backfire on me. It won't stop my progress. So I felt like me writing that lyric, rewriting that song, and me writing that opening verse just helped me just vent out vent out my pains, vent out my anger, vent out my wounds, vent out things that hurt me or people that wronged me. So yeah.
So who or what in your life has tested you the hardest, and how has that changed your perspective of life?
I would say like the people that were close to me, the people that I call family, the people that I call friends was really like my biggest test, because that's where I got cut the most. I mean, here and there you run into strangers, but it was really more the people that was closer to me than anything, or that I thought was close, or that I thought was cool, and then stuff really turned left. So that put me in a position where I wanted to isolate myself and like not want to be around or react a certain way. But I try. It's not easy. So
And cutting people off comes with the territory.
It's a must.
You mentioned in the song you don't have the same desire, the fire as me. Where does your fire come from?
Yo, it come from God, man, because He gave me the spark, He gave me the source, He gave me it all, and then just from my experiences. I took my experiences and I took that pain, I took all of that negativity and I transformed it. And I'm just like, you know what? Can't nobody be me. I'm an individual. I'm somebody who's important. I'm somebody who's valuable. And I'm gonna let you know who I am, because no one can tell me, no one can make me, and no one's gonna give it to me. So I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna bring it to you and make a stamp and make a stand on it. So
Okay. And when you perform this song, what reaction are you hoping to leave the room with?
I want you to feel my experiences. I want you to feel that I'm looking for a way out at the same time, and not box me in. So that's also a thing too. Like if you tell me I can't, or you try to box me in, I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to show you that that box ain't big enough for me. So, or I'll make the box and make it a castle. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I think.
Well, here he is performing right here. It's Jay Grime with What? We'll be back.
New York. Yeah. In a dark place, careful, coming into a dark space. I know you afraid of the dark. Look, careful, nah, dead serious. If you want it, I mean it. I have you like the franchise boys with the lean with it. You won't rock with it. Can't knock it. Real to the end of time. Screw 'em more. My attitude like I'm fuck with it. My style is mine. Can't point, pocket it. Nothing going down in the boogie. We saying ain't valid. Now young jocking it, toe for toe. I mean tooth for tooth. Look at my soul. You know everything is the truth. Here's what you can prove to the court. Lies in the systems like we in the Matrix. Watch it 4, now I watch it 6. Kisses became the staple of tricks. If you get it, you got it, keep it close. What you lost in the hood, no one knows, stand on your own. If you know, you know. If not, well, you know what? Do they know what? Yeah. What you don't know, what you don't see, what you guess, what be? What you don't know, what you don't see, what you guess, what be? My voice of vengeance is applicable. The actions you see is despicable. They hate you, but they mimic you. They ridicule into tricking you out your mind. You timid Timothy, your enemy spitting at you. Hoping coping mechanisms to get rid of you. Spit you like hot you. Hit you with the uppercut for coming close like with you. It's just me and my dog, you telling me what? Nothing you can say to do to stop me. You can watch me, wanna be competitive, cool. Couldn't outsmart me. Don't have the desire to fire as me. Ninja what? Yeah. What you don't know, what you don't see, what you guess. What be? What you don't know, what you don't see, what you guess. What be? New York, what up? Bronx, represent.
Welcome back to Next Sound Live. If you'd like to be a part of our studio audience, or if you're an independent music artist and would like to be a part of Next Sound Live, scan the QR code below. We're in the director's cut with Jay Grime. Another song that you perform is My Style.
Yeah.
You start with It Amazes Me, black men who rule the world at the bottom. What inspired those lines? What were you visualizing? What were you seeing at the times that made you write that?
So I wanted to start with like Nas, the song I Can. I love that song. I know I can't be what I want to be. And he was just talking about the history of Africa, and you know how like the European, like in school we were taught like we would just come from slaves, but not realizing like we gave the Arabs, we gave the Asians, we taught the Europeans, we had the sources, we taught them education, and we only portrayed our own for whatever reason. And they were just trying to diminish our identity. And so knowing that, and then me traveling too, seeing like, wow, we're not just what they say we are. We're not lazy. We're not none of those things that, you know, anything negative about black men. It's just like, how do we rule the world? And now we're at the bottom, like we're looked down upon. We're not even, like we had to fight to just be a human being. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy when you think about like how like they also try to eliminate us in the households. They try to eliminate us in marriage, like everything you could think of, they try to eliminate the black man, and it's like, how are we from here to here now? You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me write those lyrics.
Perfect. And you talk about standing alone. What does independence cost you emotionally?
Again, being real with yourself, knowing who you are, and a lot of people are followers. Now, when I say followers, it's like you don't think for yourself. They think to be liked. They think to blend. Standing out costs you so much because they're like, why you? To a normal person, it's like, why are you so special? Why are you so different? Not knowing that everybody's gifted, everybody's talented, everybody has some worth. That's why you're here. That's why you're walking. You know, and a lot of people don't realize, like, you know, I don't have to follow it because it's popular and because it's safe. People do it because they want to feel safe. But at the end of the day, you're not living your life. And that's what being independent is, living your life and doing what you want, knowing how your life works and how you move, and you know what navigation you want to go on. And some people stop themselves because they're around certain people and they want to blend in, so they don't even they stop their own mission and vision.
And how does that uniqueness or independence go inside with you being an independent music artist? How does that go in tune with your artistry?
Well, I think for myself, I'm not going to write something that I feel like I'm a lie on, or I'm not going to write something to sound the same. I'm going to be honest. If I write something, it's because it came from here. I'm not going to write it so I can get the best views in the world. I'm not going to do something that I know at the end of my life, I'm like, dang, I only did that because I wanted somebody to see me. Nah, I'm going to be real. Whether you like it or not, like, hey, life goes on. You know what I'm saying? And I think even as artists, we got to do that. We got to be real. We got to say, you know what? I want to make this song because it's in my soul to make it, not because I think I'm going to get popping, I think I'm going to be famous, I'm going to be seen. But what are you going to be seen as?
That's what this show is all about. Authentic lyrics, authentic people. You have to be genuine. You got to be real in order to make it here. You can't be rapping about cars and you
we getting older, so nobody want to hear that. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Can't be talking about bagging girls, you know you ain't bagged nothing. I seen what you came in with. You know what I'm saying?
you bag some dust, but yeah.
In this song, you talk a little bit about COVID. You said COVID removed the devil's mask, evaluate, sit back, mental health, mental check. What did that pause and moment of time teach you about yourself?
To not put so much emphasis on things that don't matter, like at your job. I'm not saying not to do your job, keep your job, but I'm saying, like, you know, like, you trying to please your boss, so you doing things that are not right ethically just to look like you want to keep your job. And when COVID came and people lost their life, and, you know, to the workers working, and you just kind of seen, like, you seen the truth about people. You seen the real about people, how, like, they don't care about you, like. So that's why you go in, you work like you work for God, and that's it. You in and out. You do what you got to do and leave. You don't go above and beyond, knowing that when something hits the fan, they care about themselves. You know, make sure that you take care of your family. Don't hurt nobody. Don't try to snitch on nobody. Like, do your job and go home. And like I said, like, and you realize that people do stuff. They work for somebody else because they're missing something up here. You know what I mean? You got to work to eat, but, like, sometimes people overdo it because mental health, mental check. It's like you're not even checking in on yourself. We work 60 hours a week. You don't even have time for you. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You seem to have
it all together up here. You know, you've been working on some things. You keep God first.
Yeah.
If you could talk to your younger self and tell him and talk to your younger self,
wow,
what would you most be proud of? And what do you still have some work to do with?
I'll be like, listen, I'm proud of you because you stuck with it when everybody counted you out. And I'm going to say, like, everything that happened to you wasn't in vain. And you grew from it. And I'm proud of you. If no one's congratulating you, if no one's supporting you, keep going. And if you don't even know what's gonna happen to you in your life, just do it. Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And what I need growth in is everything. I need growth in every area. I don't always got it all up here, but, you know, like I said, I trust in the source, so that's why I'm here. So
you said it well, and here we are watching you kill it on the stage. It's my style. Jay Grind will be back.
It amazes me, black men who rule the world at the bottom. Trust and loyalty gone. What happened? What went wrong? One moment we strong, next thing we at a distance. Cover remove the devil's mask. To time to reevaluate, sit back. Mental health, mental check. Not here to be politically correct. Under no one's wings, ain't gon' get you respect. This is why I stand alone. Will us ride alone, we'll ride up. We don't share the same values you yell about. I gotta handle my own. We talk about snakes, they below us. One giving me that, be Satan in disguise. Careful who I call my guys. Let me see, let me real. Stop staring at me hard, cause eyes don't show nothing. It's gas up front and name is everything. Without it, you have nothing. This is my style, yeah. Trust get you killed, love get you build. Once was happy, hate in my heart, death around me. In the city where you ain't fulfilled, standing your own, my style. Careful, no, I don't share too much. Caught up with the wrong one, will have you not caring as much. A lot of us dead on the inside, many takers, less givers. It could be cold, I give you my coat. Hate to see my fam shiver. I throw a floaty if you in the river, I'm real. I love you, here's my liver, hold up. Can't do that for people making loyalty an obligation. One side and not caring for your success. Hate to see you determined, guilt trip. I lost my concentration, scared, begging for peace. When I flip, it's a shame I be in the whip. Reminiscing days, I'm like, why am I bucking cold? What am I missing? Just chilling in DR. Next I PR, you don't see the work behind the scenes. Catch a piece on the internet. All I hear is old grind living. When I was working with no one watching, who cared? Being black is hard, society see us, and our demise is unforgiving. All facts, this is my style, yeah. Trust get you killed, love get you build. Once was happy, hate in my heart, death around me. In the city where you ain't fulfilled, standing your own, my style. Trust get you killed, love get you build. Once was happy, hate in my heart, death around me. In the city where you ain't fulfilled, stand on your own. My style, grind.
Great show tonight. Tune in next week where we'll have another indie music artist taking the stage. Also, get the exclusives by following us on all social media platforms and Next Sound Live. Good night, and we'll see you again next week.
Clapping their hands up.